Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and our home team. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Returnable for Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, we got 3 yards.
Play action. Now Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. 14, 14, 40. 43 the mark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got Lockett. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill. 40.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Newton got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 56 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get off?
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Saints nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What? 280. Line 50. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check, 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 check. Kill, 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 kill.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready? 780. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the car. Watch the express.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in scores from earlier today in the NFL. Out to Lockett. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I like watching the guy catching the ball. He'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Ready?
On first down, Newton. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They'll get 34 yards there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Runs through the contact.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Preload. 57. Mike, 57.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Four down. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's caught. Block it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Right there. Right to the 3. I don't think you got it, sir.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running, it's Drake. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he hits Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
54 miles. You're not ready. Gun. Check, Mike. 54.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Agba racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Mike, that's it. 180.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They run it again with Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ready, get ready. Check right 54, right 54. I'll get him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Newton now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Chubb. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Newton on first down. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Drake. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Here we go. 20. 20.
From the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and goal, Newton, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Watch out.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Sanders' kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Wilson on first down. He's got Smith here. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
At the 46-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Justin Houston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.